The questioner asks, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Are there scholars with the view that it is wajib to raise the hands while saying the Takbir al-Ihram, and that if one doesn't raise the hands while saying it, then the salah is batil?
The question has two issues. One, raising hands. Second, saying Allahu Akbar. One is obligatory and one is sunnah, optional. The obligatory is saying Allahu Akbar. And the saying of Allahu Akbar is of two also types. Saying Allahu Akbar is a pillar, and that is only one. When you begin the salah, called Takbir al-Ihram, that is a pillar. Not the raise of hand, but saying Allahu Akbar, whether you raise your hand or not. But you say Allahu Akbar. If you don't say Allahu Akbar at the beginning of salah, you did not get into the salah yet. It is the key, as the Prophet ﷺ said, مفتاح التكبير. مفتاح التكبير. So opening the salah is to say Allahu Akbar. Without saying Allahu Akbar with this word, if you replace it with other word like saying Allahu Ajal, Allahu A'zam, it is still not valid. You have to say Allahu Akbar in the beginning. And the rest of Allahu Akbar, like when you go for ruku', when you go for sujood, when you raise up from sujood, these are wajib, obligatory. If you miss them intentionally, the salah is invalid. If by mistake or forgotten, then you need to do sujood sahw at the end of the prayer before your salam, before your taslim. Now these are about takbir. Now back to the raise of hands. This is sunnah, optional, and it is in 4 places only. Takbiratul Ihram, which is the first takbir when you come to enter the salah, you say Allahu Akbar. And the second is when you go for ruku', when you finish Surah Al-Fatiha and reciting other part of the Quran, then you say Allahu Akbar and you go for ruku'. And when you raise up from ruku', you say Sami Allahu liman hamida. And when you stand up from the first tashahhud in the salah, which has 3 rak'at or 4 rak'at, and the first tashahhud is after the second rak'ah, when you sit for the first tashahhud. Then when you stand up from the sunnah to say Allahu Akbar, whether in sitting or when you raise up, you say Allahu Akbar while moving. But raising hands, whether you do it in sitting or when you fully stand up. And I prefer when you fully stand up, because you say Allahu Akbar while moving to standing position. Wallahu a'lam.